Hi guys, me again. Okay guys, so from addressing a point from a member of staff at EA to reviewing FIFA 19 to my own opinion on whether I'd buy the game or not, listen, I'm going to throw everything out there for you guys to sit back and decide. I know the majority of you will buy this game, and you should. You like football games, FIFA's the biggest one out there, why not get it? This video is not designed to put you guys off of buying it or anything. I'm just going to talk straight facts. I'm going to look at the previous models from FIFA. I'm going to look at what we know so far about FIFA 20. I'm going to give you guys my opinion based on all that as to whether, if I wasn't a content creator, I would buy this game, FIFA 20. And don't forget to check out OneFootball, our series sponsor. Link at the top of the description, or you can download their app now for Android or iOS. I wouldn't recommend it if I didn't use it myself. Go and get it now, totally free, and follow all the latest transfer rumours. If you are new around here, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for all the support on the recent videos. We've been absolutely punching above our weight, so mad support for that. Thank you for all the likes and the new subscribers on the channel. I appreciate all of you. Let's start off with a pretty easy one. Would I buy the game? A lot of you guys will comment on videos where I'm slating FIFA 19 and say, well, don't buy the game. Well, don't buy the game. Why'd you buy the game? This is my role. How can I give you an opinion on the game without buying it? Fair enough if you're encouraging other people to not go out and buy the game, completely understand, but please don't tell content creators not to buy the game. It's completely illogical, to be honest. But first of all, let's get into the point that I want to address from Mike LaBelle. He works at EA, of course. He works with EA, I should say. I don't know if he actually works in it. Nobody cares. He's been talking a little bit about the recent dramas behind the Fortnite prize fund compared to the EA prize fund. So for those of you who don't know, the Fortnite World Cup just happened. I'm sure your mum and dad have come into your room and gone, oh, why don't you play Fortnite? It's so annoying. It's literally all I get. If I tell anybody about YouTube or someone asks me about YouTube, oh, Fortnite, well, you play a bit of Fortnite. It's like, yeah, no worries, man. Just call me fucking Ninja. Just give me, like, it doesn't work like that. But a 16-year-old kid won it, $3 million, and that was just the start. I can see all of the values on screen for what you get for winning in Fortnite. I mean, if you come 100th, you get $50,000. You're looking at taking home $3 million for becoming in first. For second, $1,800,000. For third, $1,200,000. All the way down to 10th, where you pick up $225,000 for coming in 10th. To put that into some context, Bugher, I don't have a clue how to say that, has taken home more money than Tiger Woods won for winning the Masters, the biggest golfing tournament in the world. Now, if you're invited to these finals, all 100 contestants would walk away with at least $50,000. So we're talking about a lot of money here for playing a game. When you look at EA, we can see for the grand final, which is coming up in a few days this weekend, that the champion of the grand final will walk away with $250,000. Now, that's a lot of money, but in comparison to Epic Games, what are you doing? The runner-up takes home $100,000, with third to fourth place taking $25,000, fifth to eighth place taking $12,000, and ninth to 16th place taking home $5,000. I mean, if you come in 10th, you get $5,000. If you come in 10th in the Fortnite World Cup, you're looking at taking home $225,000, pretty much the same amount as the winner of the FIFA competition. I mean, 17th to 32nd is $750. You'd honestly be better off with a paper round for a couple of weeks rather than dedicating as much time as these professionals do to get to be the 17th best player on FIFA in the entire world. But look, let's get Mike's opinion on it. Let's listen to that Twitter video. It's about a minute long, and then I'll give my thoughts on it once it's played out. Now, Mike works in the esports scene, and this is not an attack on him. He's entitled to his opinion. So let's give him that, and let's have a listen to what he thinks about the differences between Fortnite and FIFA, because he does raise some good points.
So I'm seeing a lot of people tweet out comparisons between Fortnite and FIFA and the payouts, and I'm a little bit lost as a consumer here, and this has been the biggest prize pool year for FIFA ever. But we're looking at Fortnite. They're not really comparable at the moment. We're not looking at apples to apples, not in terms of viewership, not in terms of content creators, not in terms of professional players, a mix of all of the above, branding, people playing the game, just the consumption level. I think it's really difficult if you look at esports, you compare every single esports event to the Fortnite World Cup. I mean, is that even realistic? Just be honest here. I mean, Fortnite's one of the few games, maybe the only game, where I've seen people go from 0 followers, but at the end of that year, they have 1 million. on YouTube, or huge numbers on Twitch, or 500,000 on Twitter, and just all these different social handles. That's not a realistic expectation. We're in this current state of a phenomenon in terms of a game and its integration into pop culture and just everything that's happening. Whether you're young, you're in the middle of the age realm, you're getting up there in your years, you name it. And I think it's a little bit unfair. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't have more money or that we shouldn't have more opportunities. I'm all for that, especially in FIFA. I just think this comparison is a little bit offset.
Now, I think Mike raises some really strong points, and just bear with me as I try to explain how this relates to the video. I believe that my responses to his tweet can sum it up pretty damn well. I agree with lots of your points, Mike, but I think the difference between Epic Games and EA is how they treat content creators and pros. And I should have also added just the general player. You guys watching who aren't content creators or pros, of course you're included in that demographic. Epic continues to create this phenomenon through incredible marketing techniques like this World Cup and prize fund. $3 million. Everyone and their nan, great, is talking about it, and if EA bumps that 250 to $1 million prize fund in August, the headlines would seriously write themselves. Then we look at creator codes or Epic's ability to actually listen to feedback from the community, and in my opinion, it just embarrasses EA. I think you're right, and people need to appreciate that Fortnite, for what it is. It is financially, but we know that EA could be more generous to pros. People don't like greed, and EA definitely come across as incredibly greedy. From a marketing standpoint, it would pay for itself to increase the winnings. So, to summarize, guys, I just feel like Fortnite and Epic Games have set the bar so high in how to treat consumers of their game. EA is so far behind, and for that massive reason, I cannot get behind supporting FIFA 20 until I see a big change. Don't tell me for 1 second that EA can't afford to pay out $3 million to the winner of this FIFA Grand Final in a couple of days. If you believe that, you're completely delusional. But FIFA has definitely got the potential to be at a similar stage. Fortnite is an epidemic, it is absolutely massive, it's the biggest game in the world. But FIFA 18, for example, last year's edition made $3 billion in sales alone from the copies of the discs and the downloads. Not talking about Ultimate Team, where they make close to $1 billion on that as well. So let's not pretend that 250,000 is very generous from the really poor, deprived EA. They can afford to throw that to 5 million easily. I'm just not having that 250k is an acceptable prize fund, and more importantly, $750 for coming 10th. What are we doing? Massive negative for me, and if you're looking to get into the professional scene or you're just a competitive player, just know that if you're going to invest in this game, I don't think they really respect you as a consumer. Now, let's take a little break again and go back to FIFA 19. For me, the worst FIFA of all time. I have played FIFA, I had FIFA 2004, but I was basically a baby. But going on and on from there, I've had FIFA pretty much consistently being a part of my gaming experience since FIFA 08, FIFA 07. This is the worst, hands down. They've not listened to anything we want. They've just made the game unplayable. It's a shambles. I'm not going to review it. We've already reviewed it. Video is popping up on screen for you now or in the description if you want to see that. Overall, I would give FIFA 19 a 1 out of 10 because they improved some problems with the game upon release, but they really didn't do anything that anybody wanted. Content-wise on Ultimate Team, I'm hearing that people are happy about that. Career mode was ignored, Pro Clubs was ignored, the journey's a total shambles, nobody cares about kickoff modes. It's a 1 out of 10 for me. Can FIFA 20 only get better? It looks like it. Now let's talk a little bit about that. FIFA 20 obviously has dropped some news about Pro Clubs. Improvements are coming. I've heard that career mode is going to be improved. I don't know the specifics. I would have tweeted it if I knew, guys. Honestly, you know what I'm all about. I would let you guys know if I knew, but I do know that something is coming to career mode. There's a change, and that should be announced a week from today, I would guess. Maybe a little bit earlier. Just keep an eye out on the old Twitter. Volta coming in, a brand new game mode, something I'm not that excited about because you can't play it online with friends. They've said that they want to make it playable online with friends now that the backlash from the community basically forced them into doing that, but they can't do it before release. So something that I'll load up definitely on the first day and have a little look at it, maybe play a couple of games and then decide that I don't really like playing without friends online on games, especially a football one, where that's the whole point, is to play with teams. So, not going to be that interested in it. I enjoy the content, the feedback, and making videos for you guys, so that's the most important thing. And if EA haven't improved the game at all, I'm going to give you honest opinions. So, right now, I'd wait and see. I would wait and watch your favorite content creators play the beta, see what the gameplay looks like, and then maybe just wait it out. I mean, Christmas is a good time to get the game if you want it a little bit cheaper. Right now, guys, it's hard to say. What do you think? Let me know in the comment section down below. I'm not going to sit on the fence. I'm going to go out there and say 100% if I was a consumer of FIFA, like you guys are, and I just had FIFA 19, FIFA 20 rolled out, I wouldn't be buying this game. They haven't done enough to pro clubs, and that's what my channel's all about. We don't know about career mode yet. The Volta, they've already fucked that one up, it looks like. I mean, you can't even play online with friends. I'd wait till that came in. I would wait until Volta had online with friends, personally, right now, if I was going to invest in FIFA 20. Because it is a lot of money, guys. It's like, if you want to play FIFA 20 early, it is literally £100. If you want the Ultimate Edition, it's like £80, and EA Access, which gets you the early access to the game, is £20 a year. So it is literally £100. This is a lot of money, guys, so just think about it. If you are a massive fan of FIFA, and especially pro clubs, I'd pick up the game. They've made some changes to clubs, and hopefully those changes in the gameplay come in as well, and we see some real fun pro clubs for once. I mean, since FIFA 17, FIFA 16, they've just done nothing to clubs, so it would be nice to see some changes come into the game mode. I'm excited about that. Again, let me know what you guys think. Please drop a like down below on the video if you like the videos and you support what we're talking about. It means a hell of a lot to me, guys. And comment, are you going to buy FIFA 20? I want to be reading and responding from as many of you as possible, so let me know. Thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all next time.